Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out with Unbeaten heavyweight, of course, Daniel Dubois. Daniel, we're here at the press conference for the big fight just across the road, July 13th against Nathan Gorman. Guess the most animated part of the press conference between you and Nathan was when you said you felt you were faster than him. He seemed to take exception to that. Were you surprised?
To be honest, no. He's been talking a lot of trash and a lot of stuff. So, he needed to have something to say, and he did. So, it's all good.
Do you think there's an ambition behind that level of trash talk? Do you think he's doing it for a reason?
To be honest, I don't know. Well, I'm just looking forward to showing what I can do on fight night, and again, moving forward and progressing with my career.
Does it add fuel to your fire at all, or is it just kind of water off a duck's back?
I think just facing him, facing him, the chance to get in the ring with him, and get finish business, and that's exciting enough. Really talking and whatever else, it really does, but it plays no factor. But definitely for this fight, I've got a little extra. So it's just about containing that and moving towards fight night, just being focused and staying goal orientated and being realistic about what's going to take place. So.
And you're sharing the bill, of course, with two other heavyweights in Joe Joyce and Bryant Jennings. You're not involved with those guys at the moment, but when you look at them up there exchanging words and getting ready for their own fight, are you kind of sizing them up a little bit, potential future opponents?
Yeah, everyone in the heavyweight division is a potential future opponent, so yeah, definitely, these guys are definitely options, that I could be in with, so I don't size them up, this is the game, this is my career, and I'm involved with this business, and I enjoy it, and I look forward to, progressing, and whoever else Frank has to put in front of me, I'm ready to take care of and deal with.
You sound very focused. We saw Anthony Joshua be a victim of a huge upset at the weekend. You're often compared to Joshua, whether fairly or otherwise. Is that yet another reminder that no opponent can be taken for granted?
No, to be honest, from day one I knew, my coaches, my dad, they drummed it into me, you can't take anything for granted in boxing, and everything is geared against you. You got to you want it to be right, you want to win, you got to make it right, and you got to pull through. I know, speaking from experience myself, some of the things I've had to pull through. So there's nothing I take for granted at this point, and it's all just down to hard work and staying dedicated in the gym. So how could I take it lightly where I'm at this stage of my career?
There's a press release issued earlier this week in which you were critical of the criticism that Anthony Joshua had received. You said people were giving him too hard a time after the defeat to Ruiz. Does it worry you at all, the way that some elements have turned on him after the defeat? Because you're being built as the next big heavyweight star.
To be honest, when you're at that stage, what can really worry you? You're past that stage of worrying, of how I really having worries. If he wants to come back, he could come back and become bigger than ever. Mike Tyson did it, so there's no reason he can't. So I think he's at that stage now. He can, progress far and beyond normal comparisons and whatever people, the average day-to-day guy thinks of him. He shouldn't really care.
You mentioned your dad earlier and one of the lessons he's drummed into you from an early age. You've talked about him in previous interviews as well. How important has he been, not just to your boxing career, but generally to your development?
Very important. Without my dad there around me, I probably wouldn't be involved in boxing or even born. So really, without my dad, without giving me life to do what I'm doing today and be where I am today, nothing would be possible. So, it's a great story, and it's a long backstory, but without my dad, nothing would be possible today. So, well, thanks.
And just the last one on him, if you could pick one thing out, what's the most valuable lesson that he's taught you thus far?
Stay focused, be hungry, and chase after your goals, and don't listen to what anyone has to say, and be your own man, more important.
Brilliant. Daniel, we thank you for your time and best of luck on the 13th.